How you doing, everybody? Welcome back for the second half here at Weedsport with the 360 Wing Division. This, of course, brought to you by Inferno Motorsports that were established in December of 2022 by Chris Schaefer, Chris Forsyth, and Dennis Noakes to promote a competitive and fun racing atmosphere. But they are not only a team, but a community. And Inferno Motorsports is willing to help anyone, even if you're not part of the team. No matter if you're dirt or asphalt, they're always looking for good or clean drivers, no matter how fast, to be part of the Inferno family. You can contact them through the Inferno Motorsports 23 at gmail.com if you're interested in being part of the family. Qualifying is underway. I'm waiting to see how fast Michael Farren is out here in the 022. I know they have been tumbling around in the points. Michael Farren, Matthew Kroke, Matt Grimm, and Dylan Aylor right now are four guys in the top, really very, very close, within about 10 points spread here. And we're seeing these guys wrap around the track here. I would question at this point in the race, you know, kind of what is the mindset here heading into Weedsport? I mean, this is a very tough track. Trevor Schrader was saying out there before that this track is, almost impossible to make that turn, almost impossible to get a solid time out there, but having enough out there to really, be able to get this thing behind you here tonight. And I don't think there are as many laps as some of these guys would hope to kind of loop back and be able to get back out there, do some faster times, or being able to have a battle. I mean, if we got more than one heat, if we end up having a terrible qualifying time, and kind of how they weigh this back and forth, I mean, you end up in a heat, you get spun out, these guys sling to the back, now what? And it's just everything is going to be based off of that, because one mistake could end up ruining your race. Fortunately, I believe there is one faster pair here tonight, and that is going to be A-OK. Let's take a look at our race info here for tonight here at Weedsport. 360 Division, 25-lap feature. One faster pair, and of course this being the open setup, that's why we were able to get as much speed as these guys do. Definitely once they're fixed, they're kind of one stop. And everybody's locked and loaded, and they go. Dylan Aylor's finally getting out onto the track and nails a second place qualifying time. Not too bad there. Matt Grimm still holding the top. This qualifying is still underway. Looking to see if David Tormasci decides to get out there, as he is one of the ones not able to do it. Matthew Kroke, not bad. Matthew Kroke, top of the chart. That's going to do it. With about 3 minutes here in the qualifying session, they should be able to have just a little more time here. We're looking to see if David Tormasci gets out, or they're going to push this on through. I want to go ahead and give a shout out there for the M9 Pole Award. The M9 Performance offers premier dirt and oval setups used by everyone from rookies to pros. You can visit M9 Setups, just the way you guys see it there, .com for affordable iRacing setups and coaching. I gotta tell you what, dirt is one of those things, one of those kind of racing that everyone's got setups, everyone's got definitely pictures, like cinematography, things like that. It's just really a great thing out there, is these guys having a great plethora of people out there to put down some solid time. So not too bad here by Matthew Kroke. Definitely that time was excellent out there for him, as we see that down on the bottom with his best time at 12:61. Heading into tonight. Only about another minute left here. We'll head off and get the national anthem going here. I appreciate you guys rejoining us. Starting grid here for heat number 1. Brian Ox, Charles Mayo, 1 and 2. Dylan Aylor sitting third with Matthew Kroke getting that M9 pole award in 4th position. And Austin Medea will be starting 5th in the back row here of heat number 1. That is going to be a rough start for him, especially being in the back, but he'll be able to battle his way back forward. We saw that there in the big block modifieds. Let's give a shout out there as well to Nuke's Performance. All of your dirt setup needs and questions answered on stream. From 360s to 410 sprint building for weekly officials to competitive baselines on late models plus modifications. You can find all of your needs on one page completely free and setup building made easy. Build yours today. Let's see what these guys get going on here at Weedsport. Which for you guys, you will have one more week here with Thunder Racing League. A little schedule modification there. Looks like they're going to be heading to Fairbury next week for their season finale. Brian Ox and Charles Mayo. Front row, let's see him get going here. Wow, Austin Medea, bad start here. Let's see Matthew Kroke in the 0-2, fastest one that was on the track. Trying to see if he can slide by. Excellent setup here as he lines up on Dylan Aylor. Aylor under fire by Kroke. Kroke looking for an area. Brian Ox seeming to scamper away with this one as the two of them duke it out behind him. Dylan Aylor running down Ox. Ox in trouble here. Looks like Charles Mayo dropped 3 positions down to 5th. Worst part for him is that's where he's going to be starting in the feature. Stay up here with Dylan Aylor and Kroke. Oh, Kroke trying to stick his nose in there. Not enough room so far. Let's take a ride along here. Track so curved. Battle for the lead. Looks like Ox is heading down. He'll be down to 2nd, almost 3rd here if the number 2 can get going. Oof. 23 of Brian Ox into the wall. Gets hooked. 1st to 4th. Aylor pulling away with this one. 2 laps to go. After Kroke's following along. Austin Medea sitting 3rd. Now he's riding high up into the cushion. That should work later on during the feature, but I don't know how much cushion will be left with these guys rolling on through. Dylan Aylor rolling through this one, and it is going to do it for him. Heat 1 goes to Dylan Aylor. Not too bad. Aylor moved up 2. Kroke moved up 2. Medea moved up 2. Seems Ox and Mayo ended up with the worst part of it here. Both of those guys down 3. Give us a chance to get ready for heat number 2 as everybody gets out there on the track. We'll make sure we give a shout out there to Highline Cinematography, and having grown up around sprint cars, Dylan Berg gave him a true passion for the race. This brought him to forming Highline Cinematography. Since 2022, he's been driven toward the idea of how he can make sim racing game look as real as possible. Check him out at Highline Cinematography on Discord, Facebook, or on Instagram. Starting grid for heat number 2 is going to start a little bit something like this. Front row, Ian Humphreys. On the outside will be Jordan Lawrence, and Michael Fast Mr. Farren will be starting 3rd, and Matt Grimm. Boy, oh boy, seeing those two starting side by side, that should be wild. And David Tormashi unable to take the wheel again here. Number 5 is down and out. Maybe we'll give him one last shot during the feature. Pace car should be heading on off here momentarily. As it heads around turn number 2 down the backstretch here. You definitely see kind of how straight the front stretch, but it's kind of egg-shaped on the other side. So this track's kind of shaped like a D. Alrighty. Here we go. 4 drivers on this one. I'm waiting to see if what Farren does out there with Matt Grimm. Heading almost 4 wide here after the first couple of turns. This is more what I'm used to. Michael Farren underneath. He's going to actually use the 53 Ian Humphreys to jam up the field there. But Humphreys, with the amount of turn exit he had there, has now shoved Farren back to third. I think it looks like Ian Humphreys is thinking that's where Farren belongs. Farren's still battling along here. Jordan Lawrenson on the outside. Number 4 drops a couple positions here. Now Ian Humphreys is in danger. Here comes Michael Farren on the outside, riding a little bit into the cushion as Matt Grimm stays a little about another car and a half lower than him heading into the turns. We'll see whose line ends up being faster here. Michael Farren definitely trying to run down Ian Humphreys here. Humphreys trying to stay out in front. Definitely not having enough luck here. Let's take a look back right now. It looks like Michael Farren's taking a look here on the inside. Farren on the inside, not enough here as Ian Humphreys is getting away from this one. Only about 3 laps left to go here as we're already well past the halfway point. We'll continue charging on forward. Ian Humphreys still into the cushion. Look at Farren throw it in there. Farren sitting second. Matt Grimm is third. That number 91. If Farren's not careful, he's going to slide underneath of him here. There he comes. Right now, Matt Grimm making a bid for second. Little contact heading down the front stretch. Grimm is able to recover pretty quick, though, and see if he can get back on Farren within some sort of relative time. But it looks like that's not going to be able to happen. Checkered flag is out. Ian Humphreys, not bad. Not bad. Hanging out with the big dogs up there with a 12:53 time during that heat. Guys get set up here at Weedsport. Into a 3 wide here. Well, just about got it done here. Heading into turn number 4. Get going here in just a moment. It's pretty cool seeing the Thunder Racing League do this. They kind of give a 3 wide salute to all the first responders and military service out there, sacrificing their lives and doing what they do best. Give them the 3 wide Thunder thank you here. Do not have Mr. Jay Giddings, but still let her rip here. looks like Farren's out of here. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. About another 30 seconds left here in the warm-up. Season finale will be next week at Fairbury. A little bit of a schedule change here. You guys tuned in a little bit earlier to the first part of the broadcast. Luke Koski was able to get a solid win here in the big block modifieds. Trevor Schrader was out there watching from the radio. Appreciate him tuning in. Definitely got a lot of fast drivers out here. Grimm, Kroke, Aylor, and Farren. I'll say Medea, Lawrenson, and Humphreys, I think, might be our sleepers here tonight. Medea was looking pretty solid out there, but Humphreys actually surprised me pretty well in that heat. I'm sure we'll see him starting up front as we head to the grid. A&J Pace truck out there. And we'll see if he goes solid green all the way around like we did last race. Let's take a look at that starting grid. Starting in row number 1 will be Dylan Aylor, and Ian Humphreys will be to his outside in that number 53 machine. Watch out for Matthew Kroke. An 02, very, very, very fast. Therefore, the qualifying time, he got the M9 Pole Award. He'll be starting next to Michael Farren. Farren is fast. We'll see how fast. Starting 4th. Austin Medea will be 5th next to Matt Grimm. Right now, this is a huge clutch of fast guys. That's exactly what you want to see. Brian Augst will be starting 7th, and on the outside row number 4 will be Jordan Lawrenson. Charles Mayo, 9th position. And that's going to do it for our drivers here in the Thunder Racing League. Only 9 drivers. If you want to come out here and assist in pumping those numbers up, getting about 20 guys out here to, if not 24, even sending some home would be an excellent choice. Definitely guys trying to spend every night out here giving it a good shot. Tune in to the Thunder Racing League. You can find them out there on Facebook if you want to look to sign up. I'm sending you guys everywhere. I'm sending you guys the Duke's Performance. I'm sending you an M9 setups. I'm sending you Inferno Motorsports. Good Lord, I'm going to send you guys everywhere. Alright, we're hanging behind that A&J Pace truck here. Pace truck will be tucking on out of here in just a moment. And away we go. Dylan Aylor, great jump here. Able to squeak out immediately. Floating on through. Michael Farren still sitting 4th. Sitting right behind him, Matt Grimm. Putting him under fire once again, but already trouble here in the back for Brian Augst. Looks like he got in a little scuffle there with Medea. Medea has now lost a position here, dropping down to 6th. So is Ian Humphreys. Humphreys is under fire now by Farren. Farren looking to the inside, 3 wide, heading through 1 and 2. Farren sitting 4th. Grimm is 5th. Grimm taking all the way on the bottom. Definitely feeding on the bottom. Let's see where Michael Farren decides. Farren now stays on the bottom, but he's now squeezed in the middle. And taking top shelf is Ian Humphreys, but who is going to fault here? There's what they were looking for. Ian Humphreys, contact with the right rear tire of Michael Farren. And he is on the roof. And you know he's been having a heck of a time here tonight, and that is exactly what he didn't need. Let's take a look at Ian Humphreys here. We knew some trouble like this was going to happen. Mm-mm. Take a look at it here for me and Humphrey. Right there. That's going to do it here for Ian Humphreys. Fortunately, there is one faster pair out there. looked like an iRacing incident. I don't think Farren didn't slide up, didn't cause any trouble. But that is going to bring out the A&J pace truck again and send somebody down to the Giddings Mobile Repair work area. Do want to give a shout out to our caution sponsor out there, Getting Hooked. Getting Hooked is owned and operated by brothers Captains Edward and Ryan Alford, proud fourth generation Alfords, born and raised in Cedar Key. With over 25 years of combined fishing experience, Getting Hooked Guide Services provide you with a personal and friendly fishing charter for speckled trout, redfish, and the seasonal catch like triple tail and snook in and around the Cedar Key, Florida area. You guys look, get hooked up with that. Hang out there at 352-949-3667. We are about to go back under green here in just a moment. Pace truck lights are out. Dylan Aylor has got the lead, and away we go. Aylor first, Matthew Kroke second, and Farren third. I think we've seen this song and dance before back in Knoxville. These three going at it here. Grimm now on to the bottom. Farren dropping back down to fourth here. Not a good turn for him. He's going to continue fighting for the rest of the night here. Kroke starting to reel in Aylor. Now, I wanted to keep in mind, Kroke now has narrowed down some of his best times out there. Gotta watch how he's doing this. And now that hot lap held by Kroke. Kroke, oh man, makes contact with Aylor, but is able to maintain, get back on. And he's going to try to run him down again. Right now, Aylor, I can guarantee, is not happy about that little nudge. That's A-okay. Looks like Kroke's going to try to get him again. He's got only about 15 laps to figure it out. That's how these guys are triangulating the turns a lot more. We saw back in the big block modifieds, they were really riding low mid-line. These guys got that right rear tire, if not, got the right front tire up into the cushion. Trying to see if he can sag, trying to gain a little more speed. But Kroke back all over Dylan Aylor again. Here he comes. Oh boy, yep. I was about to say, I think Dylan Aylor just made contact with the wall entering 3. And Kroke's desperately trying to figure out how to pass him here. Dylan Aylor broke loose. Kroke was trying to get around, and Kroke jammed up again. Matt Grimm into the wall. Doesn't look like Farren's got anything for these guys. He's sitting back there in that 4th position. Right now, Ian Humphreys is down and out, back down pit for almost over a minute now. Seems lap 7, he may have crashed again. Take a quick peek while we got a chance before these guys are under fire. What happened to Ian Humphreys here? I bet you he took it to pit, too far behind. All right, Kroke's dropped down to 4th. Farren's figured it out, now into 3rd. But Matt Grimm and Dylan Aylor, the way they go, almost have about a 1.5 second gap off the back of Grimm. Grimm and Aylor are going to go at it here, 1 and 2. Kroke's losing a little bit of speed here. I don't know if Kroke made contact with the wall, or if he's dealing with a lot of damage here. Very interesting to see the fastest guy out there on the track is actually on the march backwards, sitting 4th. Farren is 3rd. Matt Grimm and Dylan Aylor. Now Grimm is starting to lose a little bit of speed here. Grimm is now off by about 3/4 of a second off the back bumper of Dylan Aylor. Aylor again having a heck of a race. Seems to be at the right place at the right time here. So far so good out of these guys. Taking a look at our points here. Matt Grimm is leading with 12.65. Kroke there with 12.57. Farren with 12.56. And Dylan Aylor with a 12.50. So right now this is huge for Dylan Aylor. He needs to squeak out a win here to see if he can reel these guys in. But Grimm is going to hold on to the 2nd position here. So no way that Aylor is going to be able to capture it with the win here tonight. may be able to make a shot and give it a chance here. But wow, what has happened to Matthew Kroke? Caution. Dylan Aylor crashed. Take a look out there in the chat. Humphrey saying he left because he got wrecked out. That's not good. Looks the same for Dylan Aylor. Led almost the majority of the race here, and now Dylan Aylor is now out of it. Let's see what the heck happened here. Oh, contact with the inside wall. No. That was just enough to even break off the left front suspension there. That's going to do it for Dylan Aylor here. We'll see if he's able to make it back out there. Look at that right front wheel. Dylan Aylor in danger of losing it all now. Right now, this would be perfect for some of those guys who may need some repair. Kroke was falling off pretty bad there, heading into the later stages. Wondering if he's having a bunch of contact with the wall, trying to get this thing to narrow out. First redo here. Single file, away we go. Matt Grimm's going to take us to the restart here. Away he goes. Grimm, Farren, Kroke. Flag this time by Farren, trying to figure out how to throw a slider here. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. And Matt Grimm up 5 positions here with a huge, huge run. Getting the win here at Weedsport. Matt Grimm, Michael Farren, Matthew Kroke. That was crazy. That was a crazy run. These guys getting set up for the pictures. All right, everybody, that is where everybody ended up here tonight. Hold on just a moment. We'll try to see if we can run all our guys down, and maybe somebody can tell me what the world happened to Dylan Aylor out there. He must have been blocking something fierce, but we'll be right back. buddy. Quick turnaround here. Let's go ahead and grab a hold of Matthew Kroke here. Matthew, talk to me about this race here at Weedsport. You were fastest during qualifying, but what happened during the later stages of this race?
Uh, Dylan, he is having a little internet troubles. I know he has some storms coming in. And one time during that feature, he kind of like blinked and got sideways, and I hit him, which wasn't a big deal. And then the next time, I don't know if he got in the wall or what happened, but we made contact and it bent my wing and messed up my steering there. So I couldn't really steer the car, and it was really tight at the end of the race there.
So that's what we're looking at here later on in this run, right on that right front. We do see you bent up pretty bad there on the front. Talk to me, kind of. This isn't the season finale. I got already put my foot in my mouth last last broadcast on this one, but you guys head to Fairbury next week. Talk to me a little bit about that. With the third place finish here tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough with Matt winning here tonight. He's in the lead for the points, and I had a really strong car tonight. I think I was probably easily the fastest car out there for most of the night. It's gonna take one of those. He has to do really bad, and I'm gonna have to win to win the points because I know he's gonna be tough there. He can run the top pretty good, so it's gonna be one of those challenges. So we'll see what can happen.
All right, man. Well, hopefully we can see you kind of continue and kind of knock these guys down. It was definitely a tough track. It definitely faded away pretty quick here. But give me a shout outs.
Yeah, first off, I have to thank everybody back at M9. They make some pretty kick-ass setups here, and we're heading into another week of official races where we've dominated that track. So I gotta thank you for the broadcast, Jay for the league, also Phantom Motorsports, Weichel Sportswear, Velocity Race Designs, RK Farms, and yeah, Power Outdoors.
All right, bud. Well, we'll keep an eye on you here in the Thunder Racing League and see how you survive, man. But congratulations on your third place finish. I'll catch you next time around.
Yep, thank you.
All right, everybody, and we'll definitely catch up with him later. I do want to get a hold of Michael Farren here. Definitely our second place finisher here tonight. Definitely was an interesting race here. And Farren, I was saying, how fast are you? But you actually didn't have one of the faster qualifying times out here tonight.
No, not at all. I despise this track. In practice, so I was able to set the fastest lap in practice. Didn't really have a setup. I was kind of messing around with something. It was fast, but I had a bad restart on the last couple laps there, and spun my tires in the slick on the start, and I knew it was over. I was just praying that Grimm would get into the wall or something so I get around him, but this is a tough track.
Well, Fairbury is next. Kind of what's the outlook heading in a track like that?
It's not too bad for me. Not one of my top tracks, but yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, I was gonna say a couple of guys hit the wall here tonight. I notice everybody enters a lot later, but is very high sooner on the exit. I mean, is there a reason why?
Oh, at a turn one there.
Yeah, it's definitely it's kind of weird, man.
They'll throw that deep slider and try to catch the cushion up top. There's a little bit of moisture up top, and they'll try to rip down the wall. It's tough, man, to try to get your car up there too, because it's naturally like the way the tracks is sloped is trying to turn your car down, so you have to turn into the wall, and if you turn too much, you're into the wall or over the wall. It's just tough.
All right, man. Well, I just noticed things here from the outside looking in, but give me your shout outs here, Michael.
M9 Performance, first and foremost, man. Those guys, these killer setups week after week, constantly putting us in a podium position. Allegheny Mountain Knives, Bridge Hobbies, Dem Bones Brewing, and my employer, the Exterior Company.
All right, Michael Farren, congratulations on your win tonight, and good luck at the championship.
Hey, thank you for the broadcast. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. All right, everybody, that's going to do it here. Matt Grimm is going to be our winner here for tonight. Matt Grimm, talk to me about this race here, man. What a wild one it was.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I didn't think I had a chance coming from sixth. I just couldn't get it done in the heat race. Just wasn't a lot of passing at that point. I was really pushing it. I I mean, I was 3 wide, I think, for large majority of the heat race, but couldn't pick them off enough and move around without getting loose, and it was so tight here that it's just started off bad, so I just had to really go for it there and got lucky with Dylan and Kroke getting together. So
Oh yeah, well, it's kind of looking at it, man. You are the hard charger here of tonight. 5 positions you gained. You know, Weedsport's a tough track. How do you feel about Fairbury for the season finale next week?
definitely going to be putting some work in there. I was lucky enough to run a league race at Fairbury right before this, and I was doing pretty good. So definitely good to get back on the track, at least, because I haven't ran Fairbury in a while before that. So I'm going to be putting some work in throughout the week, and we'll see what we can come up with.
All right, man. Congratulations on your win tonight. What a wild one it was here right at the end. Give me your shout-outs.
Yeah, everybody over at YOB Racing, Speed Factory Sets, LCJ Carpentry, Catalysm Computers, Stingray Rock Tools Australia, King Race Designs, you for doing this broadcast, and everyone who puts on this league. I've really enjoyed running it, and glad that I'm still in the hunt for the championship here going into last week.
Oh yeah, well, we'll also see how next season fares for you as well. But we'll, how it all boils down. Matt Grimm, good job tonight, buddy. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for us. While I keep poking a little bit out there to some of these guys, a lot of your top dogs here: Matt Grimm, Michael Farren, and Matthew Kroke. These guys are over 3,200 I rating, and I think they may be bringing an I rating crunch down here at the end, whether it sticks or not due to some slight league changes trying to get more people in here. That may be the change, but we will see. That is a league thing, but guys, if you're looking to join the league, they're always looking for drivers, and that's exactly what you need to do. Go to Thunder Racing on Facebook and sign up. But that's going to do it for us tonight. Quick shout out from our sponsors, of course, Inferno Motorsports, the Veteran Warrior one-stop shop. Getting hooked. Gettings Mobile Repair Work Area. I believe we only had Ian Humphreys head down there tonight, and Dylan Aylor with a whole lot of trouble. He ended up down there as well. We saw the A&J Pace Truck a couple times there, and CSR Cinematography for our quick replays. But that's going to do it for us. I check you guys out next time, as this race definitely went a lot different than the last one. A couple cautions here and there, guys, from back to front, especially Matt Grimm coming out with that race. You can check out the Thunder Racing League, I believe, next Sunday at Fairbury. But Patrick Morrison signing off here with Simtrax Broadcasting. Be well, be safe, be kind, and I'll see all you guys next time.
Thank you.